So we'll continue with that state board exercise 7.710. Okay, the number given by Rolle's theorem for the function x cube minus 3x square, okay, where x belongs to 0, 3. So what is the number given by Rolle's theorem? So anybody? Maha, Sweta, please mute your phone. Okay. So what is Rolle's theorem? நடத்திருக்காங்களா இல்லையா Rolle's theorem? Okay. Suppose there is a function f of x and f of a equal to f of b அப்படின்னு வச்சுக்கோ. ரெண்டு பாயிண்ட் இருக்கு a b அப்படின்னு. This is some function. Okay. இப்படி இருக்குது ஒரு ஃபங்க்ஷன் இருக்கு. Suppose f of a is equal to f of b. So இந்த ரெண்டு இடத்துலையும் பாருங்க இது a. இதுவும் ஈக்குவலா இருக்கு அப்படின்னா then what it says is that it's a continuous function in this range a to b அப்படின்னா then there has to be a point in between where the slope is horizontal. So it looks like just common sense, right? So it has to go either equal it has to go either go up and come down or go down and come up. So அதனால இல்லனா ஸ்ட்ரைட்டா இருக்க போகுது. So if that is the case, then there is at least one point where the slope is horizontal. Okay, so அதுதான் Rolle's theorem. So now the number given by Rolle's theorem அப்படின்னா at what point does this occur? Where is this point where what is the value of x where 0? Okay, the tangent is horizontal, that means slope is 0. So how can we do that? The function is given as x cube minus 3x square, right? So at so we have to find out the point. So first of all, you have to see where this f of a equal to f of b. Okay, so இது solve பண்ணுவோம் நம்ம. Where it cuts the touches the where this f of x equal to f of b. I think x equal to 0 and 3 வருது. Yeah, if you put x equal to 0 or 3, so f of y is 0, right? So that means there are 2 points, 0 and 3 தான் கொடுத்திருக்காங்க, x in the range 0 to 3. Yeah, so we can even see by factorizing this function, we can see that for x equal to 0 and x equal to 3, f of x is equal to 0, or f of x is going to be the same. Okay, so so in this range we have to find out that the point where the slope is horizontal, slope is equal to 0. So what is the formula for slope?
dy by dx.
dy by dx, right? Since we know that f of x is x cube minus 3x square, so what is dy dx? That will be 3x square minus 6x. I'm just differentiating x cube minus 3x square. So you get 3x square minus 6x, right? So all we have to do is equate this to 0. So what is the value of x where this is equal to 0? And it has to be in this range 0 to 3. So it has to be in the closed open range 0 to 3. Okay, so 3x square minus 6x equal to, we can take x out.
Sir, x equal to 2, sir.
Yeah. So x equal to 0 or x equal to 2. So, but 0 is not in the open range. Therefore, x equal to 2 is the only point in between these two. 0 to 3, x equal to 2 is the point where f of x is 0. Sorry, f dash of x is 0. So the number given by Rolle's theorem in this case is 2. Okay, option 4. Sure. Okay, அதே மாதிரி தான் the number given by mean value theorem. So what does mean value theorem say? அது தெரியுமா உங்களுக்கு நடத்திருக்காங்க இல்லையா mean value theorem? Somebody can you say what is mean value theorem? Okay, so to revise all those, after they teach you in the school. So what it says is that okay, there is a similar function. இதே வச்சுப்போம். And two points are there. Okay, so this is one point where this is f of x, and let us say this is another point. Okay. So let us say 2 points on the curve x1 comma y1, x2 comma y2. Then what this mean value theorem says is that if you join these 2 points, you will get a straight line, right? This says that somewhere in between x1 and y1 in the open interval x1 to x2 or y1 to y2, in this open interval, there is some point where the slope is equal to this line. If you think this is also like common sense, okay? So if whenever it goes like this or will go like this or this, somewhere it has to be parallel to the line joining x1 y1 and x2 y2. So that is what we have to determine that point. What is the value of a corresponding point? That is the value given by mean value theorem. That's the point that we have to find out. Okay. So how do we go about that? So what you do, you have the 2 points. X is in the range 1 to 9. Yeah. So f of x equal to 1 by x. Since x is in the range 1 to 9, what are the 2 points when x equal to y1, y equal to 1 by x, right? Again 1. When x equal to 9, y equal to 1 by 9. So these are the 2 points, x1, y1, x2, y2, we have determined first. 1, comma 1 and 9, comma 1 by 9 are the 2 points. So now next what you find out the slope of the line connecting these two. It is called a secant line, okay? The line connecting these 2 points. So what is the slope of the secant line? Is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Clear? So minus 8 by 9 into 1 by 8. Okay. So this is the slope of the secant line. So now we have to find out the point on the curve where the slope is equal to minus 1 by 9. So how can we find out what is the slope of the line? Is f dash x. Yeah. F prime x. So So what is f prime x? Minus 1 by x squared. Because f of x is 1 by x or x power minus 1. So f prime of x is equal to minus 1 by x squared. So all we have to do is equate this to the slope of the secant line, which is minus 1 by 9, and solve for x. Minus 1 by x square is equal to minus 1 by 9. That means x square equal to 9. Plus or minus 3 inverted. Out of this, it has to be in the open range, right? So x is in the range 1 to 9. So and the range plus 3 or minus 3 or only plus 3, right? Because minus 3 is not in this range. Therefore, the point where this happens, that the slope is equal to the slope of tangent is equal to slope of secant. So that is given by point given by mean value theorem is equal to x equal to 3. When x equal to 3, what is y? 1 by 3. So here I think they are given only the x value. So option 3. Okay. So hope you are following, right? Sundaresan, Varsha, Shweta. Shweta, right? The third person. Hi. That's
Yes, sir.
okay. Shweta.
Hi, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Hope you are following, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Next problem. The minimum value of the function mod 3 minus x plus 9. So the minimum value means how do you find the minimum value? So we have to differentiate and equate it to 0 and solve for x. Okay. So that will give you the either maxima or minima. So it can whatever value you get. If when you differentiate and equal to 0, that when you differentiate and equal to 0, it means slope is 0. That means it is horizontal. Okay. So that only means that it is either a maxima or a minima. See, suppose the function is like this. So here the slope is 0. Here also the slope is 0. Okay. So when you differentiate and equate to 0, you will get multiple values. Okay, depending on the number of maximas and minima that are there. Now, how to tell whether it is a maxima or minima is you have to do a second derivative. So if you see here the second derivative slope goes on decreasing and becomes 0, and then it again keeps on decreasing. So slope is decreasing means d square by dx is negative. Means it is maxima. At maxima, the slope is going on decreasing. Similarly, when this is positive, it will be a minima. So what are they asking? The minimum value. That means we have to find out a point where dy dx is equal to 0 and d square by d square by dx should be positive for it to be a minimum. So we do two derivatives. So f of x equal to 3 minus x plus 9. Yeah. So we have to, because this is modulus function, we do it in two ranges. Okay. So when x is greater than or equal to 3. Okay, when x is greater than or equal to 3, 3 minus x will be a negative value. Okay, so that means mod means we have to take positive, that means we have to apply a negative. That means in this range mod will be minus 3 minus x plus 9 is x plus 6. Okay, what is f dash of x is equal to 1. Equal to 0. So where the f dash of x becomes 0, it doesn't become 0 at all, right? Because it is 1, so it doesn't become 0 at all. Okay, so there is no maxima or minima here. Let us look at the other range. Minus 9. So it will be simply 3 minus x. So now what do we do? What is the minimum value of this function? So there is no curve at all in this. So that is because this is a straight line. Okay, there is no curve. Then only you'll have, this function f of x is x plus 6 in this range and 12 minus x in this other range. That means we have to plot and see. So there is no curve, and that kind of maxima and minima like dy by dx equal to 0 doesn't happen at all. Okay, so we have to think differently in this case. So what happens is when x equal to 3, here it is coming like this. F of x is minus 1 means it is coming like this, and here it is f of x is plus 1, so it is going like this. So there is no maxima or minima using this f dash of x because there is no curve and tangent is 0, doesn't happen at all. Slope is 0, doesn't happen at all. But nevertheless, the minima happens at this place. Right? By looking at the curve, we can see that. Okay, x equal to 3 is the point where minima occurs. So when x equal to 3, then they're asking you to find out the value of the function. Okay, what is the value of the function when x equal to 3? So the first one, like x plus 6 is the function. So f of x equal to, in the range when x equal to 3, equal to 3 plus 6, 9. So actually, it is not like what I have drawn. Okay, the function is something like this. When it is 3, it is 9. That means it is like this actually. Okay, so when x equal to 3, the minima occurs and the value of y is 9. So that we can see from the value by substituting in the function f of x equal to 9. So f of x equal to 9 is option number 4. Okay. The maximum slope of the tangent to the curve is y equal to e power x into sin x. Okay. So now the maximum value of the function will occur at dy by dx, and the maximum value of this the first derivative slope is the first derivative. So where that maximum value of the first derivative occurs is when the second derivative is going to be zero. So we have to do two differentiations here. So what is y prime? U into dv plus v into du. E power x cos x, that is e power x into cos x plus sin x. This is your first derivative. Now the question is, where is the maxima of this first derivative, maximum slope? So you do a second derivative then. E power x into cos x plus sin x, u into dv. Cos x is minus sin x. Plus v into du. So you see that the sin x and sin x gets cancelled. There is 2 cos x. So the slope, maximum of slope will occur when this is equal to 0. And you have to take the third derivative and verify that it is negative. To equate this to 0, okay. So the 2 is not 0, e power x is not 0, so cos x has to be 0. X equal to pi by 2. So when x equal to pi by 2, either a maxima or a minima occurs. So to verify whether it is a maxima or minima, we have to do a third derivative. To e power x cos x, yeah. To dv plus v du. Cos x minus sin x. So what is the value of the third derivative when x equal to pi by 2? To put x equal to pi by 2. Cos pi by 2 is 0. Sin pi by 2 is 1. So you get this is negative, right? 2e power pi by 2. This is 2e power pi by 2 into minus 1 minus 2e power pi by 2, which is negative. So that means this is the maxima. So the maxima occurs when x equal to pi by 2. Is that what? When maxima of the slope occurs when x equal to pi by 2. When x, what is the maximum slope is what they are asking. So that means we'll have to find out y prime. Y prime is e power x into cos x plus sin x. At x equal to pi by 2. That means e power pi by 2 cos pi by 2 plus sin pi by 2. So we simply get e power pi by 2. This is the maximum slope. Okay. That given e power pi by 2. So x equal to pi by 2. That's all they are asking. Okay. The maximum slope is at. Okay. So the maximum slope is e power pi by 2. It happens at x equal to pi by 2. So that is your option 2. X equal to pi by 2. The maximum value of the function x square e power minus 2x where x greater than 0. Differentiate equal to 0 to second take a second derivative. So here f of x equal to x square into e power minus 2x. F prime of x is u dv plus v du. Okay. So let's equate this to 0. First of all, let us simplify this. Minus 2x square e power minus 2x plus 2x e power minus 2x. So you can take out e power minus 2x, 2x minus 2x square. We can take out another 2x, 2x e power minus 2x, 1 minus x. Now equate it to 0. Then what do you get? Either x can be 0, this will not be 0 at all. So x equal to 0 or x equal to 1. Okay, now we don't know whether which is maxima and which is the minima. So we need to do a second derivative for that.
Sir, given that x is always positive, sir.
Oh, okay. What is given? X is greater than 0. Okay. So that means only x equal to 1. Good. So, but still, we can verify whether it is a maxima or minima by doing a second derivative. But in this case, since it's only one value given, it has to be the maxima. Okay. So we can make that assumption, it will be reasonable, but still we can do a check. Okay. So what is that? இதை நம்ம இப்போ மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணி போட்டுக்கலாம். எஃப் prime of x வந்து 2 e power minus 2x into x minus x square இப்படி போட்டுக்கலாம். ஓகே, ஸோ தட் uv ஃபார்முலா நம்ம ஈஸியாக யூஸ் பண்ண முடியும். 2 u dv plus v du. Okay. So you substitute x equal to 1 and c. Put x equal to 1, this term will vanish. Okay. Minus 1 into 2, minus 2, no? Minus 2 e power minus 2. So second derivative at that point is negative, that means this is maximum. So we have now conclusively seen that at x equal to 1 we get a maxima. And what are they asking? What is the maximum value of that function when x equal to 1? That means f of 1 is what is needed. F of 1 equal to x 1 square x square e power minus 2x. This is your f of 1, or the maximum value of this function is e power minus 2. Option 3, 1 by e square. Okay. One of the closest points on the curve x square minus y square equal to 4 to the point 6 comma 0. Okay. So what is this curve x square minus y square equal to 4? Okay. So these are things which you did. And maybe you have so hyperbola. நம்ம பாத்திருக்கோம் இல்லையா, இது x square minus y square equal to 4 அந்த மாதிரி இருந்ததுன்னா it's a hyperbola. Okay, so this is your hyperbola and the point 6 comma 0 is here. One of the closest points அப்படின்னா it has to be a point where it should be 90 degree. Okay, அதுதான் closest-ஆ இருக்க முடியும். இங்க ஒரு ரெண்டு பாயிண்ட் இருக்கும். So one of the point they are asking. So what we should do is we should find out the slope, the equation of the tangent. Okay, and then we can determine the distance from this point to the tangent. Okay, and then we have to find out where that minima occurs, minimum for that function. Okay, so what is the equation of, let us say this point is x1 comma y1. Okay. So what is the slope of tangent at this point? So what is the equation of the curve x square minus y square equal to 4? Okay, so differentiate with respect to x. 2x minus 2y dy dx. Okay, equal to 0.
மாமாவுடன் பேசினேன், தாத்தாவுடன் பேசினேன், அண்ணாவுடன் பேசினேன், அம்மாவுடன் பேசினேன். Like that, give me
So when you differentiate and substitute x equal to x1 and y equal to y1, so let's write dy dx equal to, I'm taking it to the right hand side, so it becomes positive 2y dy dx. So dy dx equal to 2x by 2y.
I spoke to grandmother. I spoke to grandmother. What means grandmother?
So at x comma x1 y1,
Okay. So தாத்தாவுடன் பேசினேன், அங்கிளுடன் பேசினேன். You can use the English thing for that. But பேசினேன் only should come in
slope of tangent is
பேசினேன். That is the Tamil. Okay.
x1 by y1.
Jivadi பிறகு after Jivadi, what did you do?
Okay, so now we have the slope of tangent
After Jivadi.
and it is passing through the point x1 comma y1. Okay, so to determine the equation of this tangent line, we have two parameters. It is passing through x1 comma y1. Its slope is x1 by y1.
Using English words.
So now we can determine the equation of the line. Yeah.
Is in brain. Because what in brain or committed.
Equation of the tangent is given by y minus y1 by x minus x1 is equal to x1 by y1. Yeah.
During Diwali. When you move, okay, so let us say you watch Leo.
Then our standard formula kondu varuvom.
Leo Partain. Yeah, non-utility. At the moment, non-utility. Okay, can I want non-Leo Partain. Leo Padam Partain.
That is
Movie. Padam film.
x x1 minus y
You can even use movie.
y1
Use movie or film. Non-Leo film Partain.
minus x1 square plus y1 square equal to 0. நான் எல்லாத்தையும் ரைட் ஹேண்ட் சைடு கொண்டு வந்துட்டேன். x1 minus y1 minus x1 square plus y1 square is equal to 0. Okay. So this is the equation of the line, and there is a point 6 comma 0, and what is the distance from a point?
Movie Partain. Then one more
Distance from a point in a formula. Distance from a point to a line is given by ma ax plus by plus c ax1 by1. Suppose the line is given by ax plus by plus c, and we want to determine the distance from point x1 comma y1. The distance is given by ax1 plus by1 plus c, modulus of that, divided by square root of a square plus b square. Being a straight line like the concept. So here now what is a b minus y1 c y1 square minus x1 square. Simply we substitute that. Okay.
In all the three sentences, three intents.
This is the distance. Okay. Distance to x1, we have the value of x1 equal to 6 comma 0. Yeah. X equal to 1 equal to 6. So the distance to
and pain and all you will come in
6 comma 0
or stop with pain. So puja chemical for stop with pain
equal to ax1. right? So A itself is x1, so x1 square.
Okay. Okay, like that. Okay, now
B y1.
Pagana, will tell what happened in the school.
Okay, so minus y1 square
Lunch, stop it there.
plus C
Pagana, can you repeat? Non, lunch, stop it there. So lunch, you can use lunch itself. You need not put the command
x x1 by
or instead of lunch, non, unavu sapite. I ate food. Unavu sapite.
divided by
But let's not, wherever English can be used, use English. And we learn other comments.
plus C divided by square root of a square plus b
Can you
square.
put in all the three times?
Wait.
Stop with the stop with it. Then you have, the next thing for in the school, you would have played of non-விளையாடினேன். Non-விளையாடினேன் means
This is the equation of the line, and this is the point 6, 0.
I am playing.
That means you have to substitute x equal to
விளையாடுவேன்.
6. No, I think it is wrong.
So can you see?
You have to substitute this x equal to 6. That means this term will be 6x1.
Non-விளையாடு. Non-விளையாடுகிறேன் is
Here we have to substitute y equal to 0. Okay, so that is gone. So minus x1 square. That is C, you don't have any substitution. So it's simply
So now we have understood grain where will come, for which tense grain will come. Maybe Sandeep you can tell us. Grain will come for which tense?
whole divided by square root of
Correct.
a square minus b square. So in this case, a is x1 and b is y1. So this will be square root of.
Pain, that is simple. Where pain, body pain, like that.
Okay, so this is what you get as the equation of
Suppose you go to
the value of the distance to this point.
the vegetable market.
y1 equal to 0.
கத்திரிக்காய் என்ன விலை? It means how much is the price of katrika? What is the price of katrika? Katrika means brinjal. Katrika means brinjal. What is the price of katrika? Katrika என்ன விலை? என்ன means how much? விலை means price. விலை, price. விலை means price. How much means என்ன? Katrika is brinjal. What is the price of brinjal?
இங்க என்ன பண்ணலாம், this y1 square minus x1 square is given as 4 because that is the equation of the hyperbola. அதனால இத நம்ம we can put it as 6x1 minus 4 divided by square root of இதையும் நம்ம we are trying to simplify to one variable instead of two variables. இதையும் என்ன பண்ணலாம், x1 square plus y1 square is equal to y1 square is equal to x1 square minus 4.
Very good, correct. Okay. Then any other toy? Mangai.
So we can, I'm just bringing it to one variable. So distance in terms of that x1 I have got. Okay. That means 6x1 minus 4 divided by
Vengayam.
square root of
Vengayam.
2x1 square minus 4.
Vengayam.
So if you choose any point x1, then its distance from 6, 0 is going to be this. Okay, so that we have got. Now, where this distance is minimum is given by, again, I'm doing another differentiation.
Maybe later we can learn many words. Okay.
Now, keep this as now y equal to 6x minus 4 divided by square root of 2x square minus 4. Now, did either number differentiate panni, we'll get the what is the minimum distance, where the minima occurs, and correspondingly what is the minimum distance. So now you differentiate this, you get
Well, very good.
uh,
You can tell the guide.
u by v. This is u by v, right? So we put v square here.
Apply enabled. Very good.
So v
Apply enabled. Okay.
into du
All enabled. Correct. You can use see.
minus
All
u
Tamil Nadu, like North India, Tamil Nadu.
into du.
Of English is used. When they speak 100 words, I'm sure at least 30 40 words will be in English. And only the 60 will be in Tamil. Unlike other states. But so much is common. So we can use half 20% of the name. Only that
It's a bit a tedious differentiation, but that's okay. Now, where this is equal to 0 will be,
60. 60 we will say 60 rupees.
we can only take the numerator.
Can you increase
Square root of 2x square minus 4
20 rupees?
into 6.
Increase 40,
This is equal to
40 rupees.
6x minus 4 by 2 into square root of 2x minus square minus 4. So doing a cross multiplication, we get 12 into 2x square minus 4.
Not for is 40. 5 was 50. So can we, Sadhana, can you tell from 10 to 50? 10, 10. You tell only in Tamil, only in Tamil.
So what is that?
Can you
I think I made a mistake.
okay. Let's start from 60 to 100. 70, 80, 90, 100,
I missed something. Okay. So this is u v du is okay. U into dv, where it's 1 by 2 root of 2x square minus 4 into 2 2x 4x. Now differentiate this. Okay. 2x square. So that part I missed that. Okay. Let's go into 4x.
Okay.
So 24x square minus 48 is equal to 24x square minus 16x. So you get minus 16x equal to minus 48 or x equal to 3. So it is for x equal to 3 that the minima of this function occurs. So you can do a second derivative and verify it will be okay. Okay, so let's skip that now. The distance will be minimum when x equal to 3. And the minimum distance is what they are asking, right? So one of the closest points. Okay. So that means when x equal to 3, you have to just find out the point is what they are asking. So x equal to 3, what is y? X square minus y square equal to 4 illaya? X square minus y square equal to 4. So that means y square equal to 5. Means y equal to plus or minus square root of 5. So the minima occurs at the point where the distance is minimum. That occurs at 3 comma root 5. 3 comma minus root 5. So we saw, right, in the graph we saw 2 points, right? 3 here, 1 here, and 1 here. So those are the coordinates: 3 comma root 5 and 3 comma minus root 5. Okay.
First, you take
So they're asking one of the closest points. You can choose 3 comma root 5.
different prices. Katrika 60 rupa. Like that. You can see
Option
put instead of 60 or 50, 40 like that. And
3 comma root 5. Option 3.
Alu 40 rupa. Like that. Right. Muppadu rupai. Kaya is your benefit. Okay. No problem. Okay.
The maximum value of product of two positive numbers when the sum of the squares is 200. Okay. So now there are, let's say the numbers are x and y. It's given that x square plus y square, sum of the squares is equal to 200. And what is the maximum value of xy?
Will cost in your place, Puja, 50 rupai.
Now we can write is in one variable. So what we can do is
1 liter.
y square equal to 200 minus x square, or y equal to square root of 200 minus x square. So that xy we can write as x into square root of 200 minus x square.
100 rupai.
So this is the function for x. We got it in one variable now.
Yeah. Oil 4 liter.
That is your f of x.
4 liter. One the bottled water.
Now we differentiate this. Okay, f dash
Tannir 4
equal
liter.
to u into dv.
Water everywhere is 750 rupees.
Go to the power of half, right? So 1 by
Tannir, you put the tannir.
root of
Tannir 4 liter. So if you
into, you differentiate this.
okay, now I ask how much the cost in the area? What coffee? Only coffee.
This you can cancel out this 2. So what you get is
30 rupees.
minus x square by square root of 200 minus x square. Okay. Wait. Okay. U, sorry, I'm sorry, I missed it. U into dv we have put
What did you buy?
plus v
Sagana, the reason for anything you bought?
into du.
How much? 120.
Okay. So this is what is equal to 0. Okay. So that means
वो eraser எத்தனை ரூபாய்? Eraser. More than?
okay.
It is more than?
So minus x square divided by square root of 200 plus x square plus this equal to 0.
For eraser, 5 rupees. For ruler,
Now we can solve for x. Okay.
10 rupees. For pen, for penna, for one pen, 50 rupees. Okay. One ballpoint pen, 30 rupees. Like that you can.
So you cross multiply, you get minus x square equal to
When you are very close
minus
to be learned, you will never forget. Okay. So that-
200 minus x square or
But then you need to know a little bit of
x square minus 200.
little bit of whatever we learn in the day-to-day.
So minus x square equal to x square minus 200.
So you are in marketing, eh? Yeah. So
That means simply by rearranging you get 2x square equal to 200.
next phase you may use it. I mean, you may not have opportunity to use it. At least when you ask them, "Kitna daam hai?" Maybe instead of that, you say, "Kitna hai?"
Plus or minus 10.
Because you will come to your mind. Something we will relate.
So x equal to plus or minus 10.
Language.
Then what is the value of y?
Enjoy this small.
Y equal to y square is 200 minus x square. So 200 minus 100. So y is also 10. Okay. When x equal to 10, y equal to 10.
So anything you want to say,
is one value.
anything you want to convey.
Other value is x equal to minus 10, y will also be minus 10. So what they are asking is xy. Xy will be, in either case, xy will be 100.
In fact, I was talking to Amrita. Every second day we will put something new in the WhatsApp group, so that you get a lot of time to think about it. Even if you
The maximum value of the product with the sum of squares is 200 is 100. Option 1.
market they used to say in Africa, so दिखता है वो बिकता है, something like that. So like that, if you learn that in Tamil, you will immediately.
Let's look at this problem.
You learn Tamil yourself. And any language.
Hello.
Same जो दिखता है वो बिकता है.
Hope you are all following so far. Is everything going okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Again they are.
Okay, fine. So இதில் நானே பேசிட்டு இருக்கேன் உங்களுக்கு. I am not giving you much opportunity. Okay, so here y equal to a x power 4 plus b x square and ab greater than 0. Okay, so has no horizontal. So what is the does it have a horizontal tangent? Whether it is concave up, whether it is concave down, has no points of inflection. What is the point of inflection?
So something related to it, I'll tell that. Anyway, there are
Horizontal tangent அப்படின்னா slope is equal to 0. Okay, concave up அப்படின்னா என்ன? Concave down என்ன? Point of inflection என்ன?
if somebody gets some prize or something, you can say congratulations. You can also say welcome.
Sir, f dash of 0 ல வர x and y values then is at point of inflection.
Yeah. Actually, point of inflection means
That is a way now we can make it start. You like grammar, let us learn.
is where
But in addition to that, you can learn.
f double dash of
Is, I mean,
a function is 0. Okay,
so thank you so
that means the rate of change of slope is 0. Okay, so slope will be increasing till some point. இப்போ ஒரு ஃபங்க்ஷன் இருக்குன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. ஸோ இங்கெல்லாம் ஸ்லோப் இப்படி இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆகிட்டே இருக்கு, டிக்ரீஸ் ஆகிட்டே வருது. ஸ்லோப் டிக்ரீஸ் ஆகிட்டே வருது. சம் பாயிண்ட் இட் வில் தென் ஸ்டார்ட் இன்க்ரீசிங். அப்புறம் தென் இட் வில் கோ லைக் திஸ். ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் யுவர் பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் இன்ஃப்ளெக்ஷன். அப் டு சம் பாயிண்ட் ஸ்லோப் இஸ் decreasing and then slope starts increasing. That point is called point of inflection. So basically point of inflection means where f double dash of x is equal to 0. So இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு curve இருக்கு அப்படின்னா concave up அப்படின்னா, so there is a tangent in this range, for a given range. இது இப்படி இருக்கு பார்த்தீங்களா, இது concave down, இதுதான் concave. So இந்த ரேஞ்சில் வந்து concave up. இங்க concave up. Okay, so that means basically concave down அப்படின்னா the slope is decreasing. So இங்க வந்து slope is increasing. So that means the second derivative is negative, second derivative is positive. அதான் நம்ம பார்க்கணும். So second derivative 0 இருக்கிற இடம் வந்து point of inflection. So இதை வந்து நம்ம ரெண்டு வாட்டி டிஃபரன்ஷியேட் பண்ணா இந்த கேட்குற கேள்வியை நம்ம ஆன்சர் பண்ணிடலாம். So y equal to a x power 4 plus b x square இல்லையா? So what is y prime? 4ax cube plus 2bx. Okay, so is there a value of x for which y prime is equal to 0? And no, you do get a value, right? Because here x can be taken as constant. Now x can be taken out here. So either x can be 0 or 4x square plus 2b equal to 0. Okay, so but x equal to 0 is one possible value. That means it has got a horizontal tangent. Okay, x equal to 0, at that point there is a horizontal tangent. Slope is equal to 0. So So option one is not true. Now let us do the second derivative. Twelve a x square plus 2b. Now 12a x square plus 2b, suppose we put is equal to 0. Does it give any value? Let's say.
Sir, it is not possible, sir.
It is not possible because b and a are having the same sign, because ab is given as positive, right? So when b and a are having the same sign, this x square will be negative. That means there is no solution, no real solution is there. So that means that there is no point where that second derivative is going to be 0. That means there is no point of inflection. Okay. So whether it is a concave up or concave down.
No, sir.
So we cannot say, because when AB greater than 0 அப்படிங்கும்போது both A and B can be positive, or both A and B can be negative. When both A and B are positive, the graph is going to look like this. சில சமயத்தில் நமக்கு இது கன்ஃபியூஷன் போட்டு பார்த்துடலாம் graph. So x equal to 0 is one point where there is a tangent. So this is one solution. So it will be something like this. When A and B both are positive. அதே மாதிரி A and B are negative இருந்துச்சுன்னா it's going to be like this. So depending on the value of A and B, it can either be concave up or concave down. So we cannot say whether from the given data, we cannot say whether it is concave up or concave down. But what we can say is there is no point of inflection. That means if A and B are both positive, the slope is always increasing. It is not going to become 0 or increasing anywhere. It's always either problem. The point of inflection of the curve y equal to x minus 1 whole cube. So simply you differentiate 2 times and equate it to 0. Second derivative is equal to 0 and solve for that. That is going to be your point of view. Equate the second derivative to 0 when x equal to so here, from a square of side 30 centimeter, the squares of side x centimeters cut off to make a cuboid maximum volume. The surface area of cuboid with open top is. So what they are saying is that there is a square. The cardboard box பண்றோம் இல்லையா? So how do we do it? Okay, so there is a square of side 30 centimeter and x centimeter is cut. Square of 8 centimeter, x centimeter is like this. Then இப்படி நம்ம இதை மடக்க முடியும், நாளையும் மடக்க முடியும் இல்லையா? This is x. Then it will become a cuboid. இது எல்லாமே x. The cuboid has to, what is the volume of the cuboid? First of all, let us write the volume of the cuboid. And then we can find out for what value of x will that cuboid volume will be maximum. அவ்வளவுதான் கேட்குறாங்க question. Okay, so you determine that value of x. Then you can determine the value of surface area and all that. Okay, so in the shape of path, so can we say what is this? If you form a cuboid, what will be its side? This length will be 30 minus 2x. So the base will have sides of 30 minus 2x here, 30 minus 2x, 30 minus 2x, 30 minus 2x. What will be the height? Height will be x.
X.
We are folding it. You can imagine that. So அப்போ volume என்ன? 30 minus 2x the whole square, that is the area of the bottom, into x, which is the height. Okay, so இதை நம்ம expand பண்ணிடலாம் ஈஸியா. 900 minus 120x plus 4x square. So this is your V. நான் ஏன் எக்ஸ்பேண்ட் பண்ணேன்னா இந்த மாதிரி இருந்துச்சுன்னா நமக்கு டிஃபரன்ஷியேட் பண்றது ஈஸி. Instead of UV and all that, we can easily differentiate. So what is the dV by dx? Right? 900 minus 240x plus 12x square. You simply equate this to 0. Okay. And solve for x now. So I think all are divisible by 12. Is it 1 minute? Huh? All we can divide by 12. Okay. So what will happen if you divide this by 12? Seven 12s or 84, 75 minus 20x plus x square. So இப்படி எழுதிக்கலாம், x square minus 20x plus 75 equal to 0. Okay, so we can easily factorize this, x minus 15 and minus 5. So it gives the values of x equal to 15, x equal to 5. So what if you put x equal to 15 here? So 15, 15, there will not be any cuboid. The whole length will be taken up. Actually, that will give the minimum volume because it will be 0. right? So x equal to 5 is the one that will give maximum volume. So our solution is x equal to 5. Now they are asking you what is the surface area of the open cuboid. Open cuboid கொடுத்திருக்காங்க இல்லையா, with the open top. அப்படின்னா so bottom area and the side area கண்டுபிடிக்க வேண்டியதுதான். So what is the bottom area? It will be 30 minus 2x into 30 minus 2x. 30 minus 2x into 30 minus 2x. This is your bottom area. ஒரு side area வந்து 30 minus 2x into x. That means 20 into 5. இது மாதிரி 4. This is again 20 into 5 into 4, 400. So total surface area, you add up the two. 800 square centimeters. That's all. Option 3. Okay. So, like I said, we will wrap it up now. And we finished up to this chapter. Okay, I wanted to do more problems from JEE, but there's no time. But anyway, we are going to do problems from JEE only. So from now onwards, like we discussed in the beginning, so we are going to do problems from JEE up to this. The next opportunity for that, the trial exam, we will do this. All the JEE problems. I'm thinking of taking one particular question paper. Take all the problems that are within the syllabus that we have covered, and that so you can we will test it out, okay, during one of the classes. And then another class we will continue with the subsequent chapters. So the next chapter is going to be partial derivatives and all that. அது முடிச்சிட்டாங்களா உங்களுக்கு partial derivatives?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that will be our plan. Okay, I hope you all followed and are comfortable, right?
Yeah, thank you.